Another 1 to 500 Solana challenge. I can't say 1 to 100 Solana because we changed it to 500 now that we are well above that mark. So welcome in. Right now, the TikTok chat is booming right now. There's a little bit of angst amongst the viewers. That's all good. We like the engagement. You look kind of different, says Dev. How long has it been? I got a haircut, Dev. My hair's kind of jacked. I got it for a wedding. I lost some weight, maybe. Guys, there's no need. Everyone's arguing about how much money they have in the chat. And Sammy is back, who is an OG. Div, I started up the Twitch stream, by the way. Bro, I'd like to learn from Sketch. King Hale, don't you fret, because I am coming out with a video series this week on how to open your first Meteora pool. I'm going to show you step by step what you have to look for. GMAT, what's up, Tone? Tone, right now the TikTok chat was heated, but now they're not responding as much. Anyways, Crypto God user, regardless of what your stance is, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here, and thank you for supporting. But we have 31 TikTok viewers. If you'd be so kind to drop a follow, I promise you will not regret it. I have tons and tons of TikToks on my page that give you free information about how to use Meteora, the most powerful tool on Solana, in my opinion. Just happy to be alive. Sold everything to make that a reality. Balance zero. Nice, Wonder Bread. Is this a flex? I'm not sure. What's up, Quan? Wait. Sammy is Cabal and has 9K entry. He already knows. Don't worry. Div, it's Sammy. It's Div from TikTok chat. He knows about you and your antics, brother. What's going on? Oh, nice. We got an insider call from Master Soda. Good. Appreciate that. So Axiom is more. So Axiom does different things. Axiom does different things. I'll try to give an even more brief explanation of the difference between Axiom and Meteora. So on Axiom, you're usually using a limit. On Axiom, you're usually using market orders to get in. So let's say you have 1 Solana and you buy this token. You are now in right here. As soon as you click the buy button, you're in this token at this average. So you need it to go up to make money. If it goes down even a little bit, you're going to lose money. On Meteora, you actually instead look at the current price, and instead of getting in here, you determine a bottom bracket, a level lower than current price of where you think the token could range to. So in this case, I might think, okay, I'm kind of sketch on this token. I'm going to bid it kind of low, more than 50% down. Let's say you want to bid down to 38K. So now, instead of having your 1 Solana converted to the token here, Meteora breaks up your 1 Solana between a bunch of different price points, okay, on the way down. And I'm drawing bigger lines because usually I choose a distribution where more of my size is concentrated towards the bottom of my range. This is going to limit my risk because as this price comes down, it starts swapping our Solana. So instead of getting in 100% of your Solana at this price, on Meteor, it's going to gradually get you filled into the token. While doing this, it's also going to earn fees. So every time your Solana is swapped to the token, you get fees in the token. Now, when it goes back up in your range, it sells back out of the token back to Solana, you get fees in Solana. So you want a ton of movement in your range because when it goes down, you get fees in the token. When it goes up, you get fees in Solana. When it goes down, you get fees in the token. So if it does something like this, you're going to be in very good shape because you're getting a ton of volatility, a lot of volume. Now, the other thing that's amazing about Meteor, because obviously ideal situation is for it to come down, range around, and break back up above your range. However, that doesn't always happen. You can also profit on Meteora. If it comes down in your range and gets decent movement, comes pretty low, gets one decent spike, at this spike in your range, you can get out for profit. So the power here is that this is way lower than when you initially started your pool up here. But it's come down into your range and you can get out. So it's almost like de-risked. It allows you to manage your risk very well. It's almost like de-leveraged meme coin trading. That's not at all what it is. But in theory, right, you are risking a little bit less and you can be more consistent. Oh my gosh, Mayan, please be quiet. No offense, but stop spamming the chat. I'm not going to send you Solana. No one in here. Damn, bro, you're still live. Back in time, I'm not still live from earlier. I just went live again. Sammy says, Why do you listen to music in Spanish? You can ask my Spotify DJ. Although I was vibing with it, but no particular reason. We on this stream, if you've been around, you know that we go through every single genre of music. um, did you catch Claude go dropped 80, came back out with 450 before the pull? I don't know what that means. Are you talking about the ticker? Sorry, I'm unaware of what you mean. How do you learn to trade meme coins and do technical analysis? Carlos, what's up? Crime, crime, crime. Sammy says bid. Thank me at millions. Okay. Sammy, I know I know what you are. I know roughly what your average probably is on this. Is the only thing that's scaring me. I know how you trade tokens, which is scaring me. Understand that makes a lot of sense. Thank you, King Hale, for that. That means a lot. Maybe I should timestamp that. I have so many timestamps to catch up on. That's fine though, because we are getting a clipper very soon, once we find an appropriate one. What is today? 6/9. What was that? 19 minutes? We haven't been live very long. Ugh. Me flashbanged. Sorry. Hey, Dev. Sorry, I'm missing comments. I know you haven't seen me. I know you haven't seen me. But I feel like you would. I feel like you wouldn't hesitate on me. Dropped to 80k. I didn't let the greed get to me, luckily. But I do wish to do stuff more technical. Oh, there's a coin, Claude Go. I caught it at 18k. Went up to 200k, but then the dev sold it, and it dropped to 80. Good. I am not going to really be able to give you too much guidance on trading new pairs. Not really my expertise. Thank you guys for the follows, though. No, okay. How to know area support. Technical analysis on meme coins. Okay, I'll give you guys some somewhat alpha here. So, technical analysis is not what you think it is if you are new to it. So there's no amount of lines or any amount of shapes or any amount of patterns a chart has that is going to absolutely allow you to determine what's going to happen. However, with that being said, human psychology is always going to be the most important thing in trading. Humans have tendencies to make significant levels out of like whole numbers in previous all-time highs and previous lows, okay? So this is on any asset on earth. This isn't just meme coins. And obviously meme coin levels are going to work different than Apple or Nvidia. But even with shoes, even with trading shoes, any asset, paintings, whatever, there are support and resistance because people care about recent all-time highs, okay? And the reason for that is, especially on meme coins, they're super speculative, so these rules work differently, but they still work similarly. So if this token breaks out of this all-time high, right, it could have either a negative reaction where people are not as confident in the token, so they are looking to sell and get out here. That is going to make the token go down. Or people are believers in this token, and as soon as it breaks this significant level, it could cause a bunch of FOMO because at this point, the only thing above it is air. Okay, so the ceiling is now gone, it's broken, FOMO could kick in, etc. Now, this also works with the lows, okay, because people associate the bottoms of tokens with how low they've gone recently. Now, if for some reason this breaks here, people are going to be like, oh no, it has just lost this level, I'm selling. A lot of people place their stops or have mental stops below these points, okay? So the compounding effect of a bunch of people taking a certain action is going to make technical analysis, I don't really like to call it that, it's just simple levels. Not simple, they're not always simple, but like, and especially like right here, you see how it's kind of struggling to break out above here. If it runs up again, this level is going to act as sort of resistance because people are going to be taking profits here. So you can see how, like, I'm never going to be able to predict what a token does just based off of this, but I do know what to look for, and knowing where kind of support is on a token is going to allow you to create more accurate and more safe ranges on tokens. Now on something like We're gonna go to what's it called? Go, or actually no, let's go Joshua. Easy example. So on something like this, I'm gonna warn you guys, and we'll see. What's up? What's up, RJ? GMet. So on something like Joshua, right? This has been a crazy, crazy run up on what I consider not the most quality meme. I know they onboarded the creator, and some was buying it or shilling it or something like that. I heard, but on these straight up moves, there's not really any time for it to consolidate. This FOMO kind of blow off top move is usually not very sustainable, and so maybe I'm wrong here, but things going to 5 mil in this market is pretty absurd. Okay, 10 mil is even more absurd. 15 mil is like pretty unheard of in this market. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because, right, we are not in a bull market. So people's psychology is going to, a lot of the popular meme coin traders already know that a lot of tokens don't run above 5 mil. A lot of them don't run above 10 mil. So there's going to be sell pressure coming in, especially off of a very euphoric move up here. Also, since it didn't do something like this, if it did something like this, consolidated, broke up a little, and came up, different story. But because it's literally straight up, we can honestly expect this to dump, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this dumps 50%. Also, I'm not saying it's not going to break up and go higher, but I'm saying when the crack does come, this has had such a high run up that it's kind of unlikely that it holds up here and just grinds higher. Like this, I'd be very, very surprised. In other markets, sure, 100% possible. But right now, like things top at 5, 10 mil. So that is kind of my take on this token. And also, like I said, they onboarded the creator, so that gives it some legs. But just saying, like, I honestly am kind of scared to bid this even 90% down. 90% is rate is 350k, so if we did a 90% range down, this would be the bottom of our range. That's like a lot of space, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone has like crazy alpha that I don't know about, but that's my take. I think this thing is prone to have a 50 to 60 to 70% move down. I'm part of Meteor IDN. Nice to know you on TikTok Live. What's up, cuz? Nice to have you here. I love the Indonesian community. There's so many smart Meteor users in Met IDN. It's just simple. It's simple. Just buy below 6k market cap only. They have unlimited upside. You have to wait for the price action at the bottom. So what I am trying to preach here is on Meteora, you can set up a range. Let's say we're expecting possibly at maximum a 90% drawdown from the all-time highs. Probably not going to go 90%, but it can very easily go 75% down without a serious bounce. Now on Meteora, the powerful thing is that it splits your Solana up. Let's say you have 10 SOL in this curve, okay? What I'm doing here is I set it up in a way that my Solana, my liquidity, is going to be bidding heavier towards this bottom area of the chart. This is going to save me from this token dumping really hard. Yes, I'm going to be in range. I'm going to start collecting fees. I'm going to start collecting my Solana up here to the token early. But the way I set it up, it's not going to be that much. If I have 10 SOL and it drops down to here, I might only have 2 SOL converted. Okay, and I have 8 SOL left at the bottom here. So this is going to allow me to have a lot of cushion, right? If it bounces up, if it does something like this, I can get out for a little bit of profit. If it does something like this, I can make a lot of profit, okay? Because it's ranging deep in my pool, and I have opportunity to get out here for profit, opportunity to get out here for profit, opportunity to get out here for profit. Now, you can also make money. Let's say it has a really bad dump, right? And it gets a decent bounce, maybe hangs around, dumps lower, hangs around here. If something like this happens, this would not be a profitable move for 99% of meme coin traders. However, on Meteora, if I set up this pool like this, I can get out for profit at this bounce here. So there's a lot of margin for error when you're using Meteora, I think is what I'm trying to get across here. I should probably get out. What do you mean, Zoob? Are you in here? Bingus looks good. We can check Bingus. So why does nobody streaming like Base? Sol costs so much to create a liquidity pool compared to Base. I think I've seen people. I have some friends that are really good LPers, and they have actually been on base the past month. And one of them I saw made like 20k LPing base, but they don't have Meteora on base, which is the way that I am used to and comfortable trading. And also, I just don't want to bridge, and I just like trading Solana meme coins. Base is more like I feel like tech tokens, and you have to. It's just a different vibe. So Solana is more my expertise. That's the reason I am personally not on base. Joshua minus 70%. I think you should be good, Rob. I think you should be good. Like honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. It's so strong right now. It could kind of have like a 50, 40, 30 drop in bounce, and you should be fine. I'm just saying, like, a lot of the tokens that have run up like super hard recently just dump really hard. But again, I'm not the soothsayer. I don't know exactly what's gonna happen with Joshua. But yeah, I know, I know. I'm used to both of your names, Zoo Robin RJ. The profile picture, I instantly know. Don't worry. What do you think on the World Cup coin in 10 mil market cap? I will admit that I was wrong on World Cup to a degree. Nice. I'm still in this pool and it's actually going up. That's very, very nice. World Cup token. So this was like a very coordinated token. I don't know who did it or what team is behind it. Maybe it's the Pump Fund team. I really don't know. But it's very, very like well coordinated, and this volume looks real. I'm not entirely convinced that this is like an organic token, but with that being said, volume price action does look good. I was under the impression, and I was predicting that this token would rug like going into the World Cup, but it's literally the World Cup starts tomorrow slash today, so I'm shocked that it's at all time highs going into the World Cup. I think that was not something I was expecting. Wait, bro, if you're creating an LP on base, you're paying what, zero point 0.5 Sol cents to create an LP on base? Big difference. Sorry, if you're creating an LP on Sol, zero point 0.5 Sol on Sol. On Meteora, I am usually not making liquidity pools. I join them, which doesn't cost me anything. If joining a liquidity pool at max will be 0.0000 like 1 Sol to get into an LP. If you're creating a pool, which I don't frequently do, maybe 1 out of 50 pools I get into I'm creating, then it's 0.21 Solana, something like that, to make a pool on Meteora. Sammy says Pump Fun is behind it. Spoke to one of the team members. All right. Suspicion confirmed. According to Sammy, Pump Fun team is behind it. I see people LPing this. I feel like the fees aren't that great. The Pump Fun LP is also fucking thick AF. So it would make sense that not all that much volume is getting routed to Meteora. I'm shocked. Let's see how much LP Joshua is. Actually, that's a thick LP as well. Never mind. Actually, World Cup is considerably thinner compared on those metrics, but whatever. Thanks for the alpha, Sammy. Do you know what they're going to do with it? Sammy is the most mysterious fellow I've met on through Solana tokens. That should be a compliment. They had a buy one get one free of Gatorade. I know this shit is like really bad for you, but I love Gatorade. Buy one get one. All right. Anyways, is there anything else I should be looking at? Sammy, what do you think about this one? I low-key have a pretty fat bag in this one. We have it's the OG creator of the Doge meme. He onboarded this, and like he's actually like OG on Ethereum, and he made this token really well and has a ton of the supply and has integrity. So he's not gonna destroy the chart, and he's also donating fees to charity, whatnot. Honestly, like not to show anything, I never do that, but considerably decent narrative. Ah, Panini, I need this to go. I already took some profit on this earlier, but it'd be nice if this one ran going into the World Cup. How much you recommend to start off with? You don't really need much Solana to start. Wait, where did Div go? He said get on Twitch, and I don't see him anymore. Ooh, she. Wait. Div was shilling me. He was saying the ooh shit is like popping on social media right now or something along the lines of that. Ooh shit. Wait. This guy's on to something. Is it not graduated? Wait, which one is it? This one? No, it can't be that one. Can you give me the CA? I don't know why I can't find it. So you like to LP memes which hold no value or create no benefit for the space compared to base tech. Tokens actually creating value in the space. No, I mean, like, you're right. There's not really any good being contributed to the community other than growing your portfolio. But occasionally I will find some tech tokens that I like on Solana. None of them end up really surviving, but like I do LP some tech tokens that I like on Solana. They had Tiny World, which was like a world builder. I was LPing that token for a while. I was actually in that token pretty early, and so I do like to find tokens I like, but I think the argument is that I see your point, but like I feel like LPing on base, you're still kind of have the same goal. You're just trying to make money. I was told Joji is going to be that ad for prediction markets on Pump Fund, and 7 fig P&Ls are the target. Bro, Loki, I feel like Sammy made that one up. He was thinking of something creative. I don't like Diamond Hands already, unfortunately. Unless you give me some info on Diamond Hands and what the tech does, I'm probably not going to look at it because that just seems like such a overdone ticker, unfortunately. Not to dismiss your idea, but I want to find this court terminal. What is the actual ticker for ooh shit? Because I'm very curious. There it is. Wait, this can't be it, bro. Is this it? Wait, this thing already ran super hard. The hell? Wait. Same team as the one who crime punched. I think they're going for 50 mil. Damn. Are they also just farming the fuck out of the other country tokens? Oh, okay, it's a project that pays holders who hold a certain amount out every time the progress bar hits 100%. So I don't like. I see the appeal behind the idea, but the only thing I'll say is that that idea has been done like a lot of times. So I just don't see why. I don't see why this one would be that much different. Is the only really caveat I'm gonna give. So far, 13 soul given out. Diamond hands. We'll look at it for you. We'll look at it for you. The first anti-bear market technology on the Solana blockchain. It's like pretty well done. I'll give you that. It seems pretty well done. It's not bad. It's not the play for me though. I'm not gonna buy this. I'm not gonna like trade this right now. If it goes to 100k market cap and gets like 6 figs in volume, maybe I would consider pooling it. But just for now, it's not really gonna fall into not gonna fall into the playbook. Check Grail on X. RWA meta sports cards back tokens on base. Are you talking about the pump fund? This token? Or no? Is this actually backed on base? The dev is going live every day for 10 hours on TikTok Live. That's where all the new holders are found. Are finding it. Okay, I mean, I respect the grind. I actually do respect the grind. Um, Again, it's just not something that like falls into what I am gonna play, but I hope it goes up for you, and I hope the dev does a good job. 700 mil locked. I'll keep an eye on it. Irish Gringo, I will. What coin did you ask my opinion on? This one. I'm actually a pretty large holder in this token, Sammy. OG Doge. It's the original person who coined the term Doge. Is like an Ethereum OG, and someone made a pump fund token for him, and he claimed the fees or whatever. But like it got destroyed and whatnot. So he actually relaunched, and he set up like a vesting schedule for all the previous holders. He did a really good job, and he controls like a ton of the supply. And he has integrity. Like he's donating fees to the charity. He's actually like a good person. So I think that separates him from like 90% of the other devs. He doesn't need the money either. So I uh, I like him. Thanks, Irish Gringo. I'm sorry I couldn't give you more juice on it, but I'll keep an eye on it. Not trying to hop on Deh, but what is your profile picture? I see a lot of people with those type of chibis. So it's a cousin. I can't say the actual name on stream, or else I'll get restricted or something. I'll try to pull up the collection for you. So the Remilios and Miladies are on Ethereum. Those were kind of like the initial, and then these are kind of a more degenerate style. I freaking bought one, bro. I bought one like in January or something, pretty cheap, and I sent it to a wallet, and I have no idea where it is. But this one I bought for 8 Solana, which actually was a lot back in the day. So it was like I bought mine for like 1,600 USD, and now it's worth just under $100. So good ROI there, but I don't care because I actually really liked this. I liked this NFT specifically. I thought it was like the cleanest one I found. I was willing to pay more for it, and I am never gonna change the branding because I fuck with the art. On X, Grill XYZ is the dev team on X. Hey, thanks, Gio. I appreciate that. That's the first time I've ever been told that, so I actually really appreciate it. I have another one. Yeah, I don't know where it is. I couldn't find the wallet on my computer. Hopefully it's written down somewhere, but I have no idea. What are we looking at? Grail XYZ on X is what we are looking for. Also, if you guys want to drop a follow on the X, much appreciated. Crime XBT with no period. Oh, thanks, Adam, for reposting. Yes, and also, guys, I forgot to show the freaking Telegram. I'm supposed to be doing that because we are going to be having. Fuck. You texted me. We're going to be having a new video series coming out on YouTube this week. How to open your first pool. So join the Telegram and be on the lookout, because if you're new to this and want to learn how to LP on Meteora, I'm going to make it super easy. I'm going to give you step-by-step guide. I'll follow Iron Broski. You're legit. Much respect. Thanks, Mr. Japozo. I appreciate that. I will follow you guys back. If you follow me on X, just let me know what your handle is. Grail XYZ maybe? No, not that one. The other one, I assume. Here we go. Real World Collectibles on-chain. So it's actually like very similar to the Grail that's on Solana. Not sure who came first, but yeah, it's neat. It's neat. The thing is I feel like people are creating like very similar things on Solana and Base. Like this kind of just looks like the same tech. Oh wait, they have market caps. That's pretty cool. I'm not familiar with the trading card biz as well. They've been doing a bunch of tickers with like Pokemon cards and stuff, which is actually why I'm not going to show this again, but I was LPing Panini because this is the official like issuer for the World Cup stickers or cards or whatever. been since like 1969 or something. Yes, very low cap, pretty risky, but the LP on this actually did very well. So, hey, wow, Div, it was a while. I was wondering where you were. Yeah, just let me know if you follow me. I had a card business for a while, says Div. He did sports card, Pokemon, ran Instagram, did raffles. How was it? A lot of talking, not a lot of buying suit up. I heard Polymark is giving out a free 50. I have no idea on that. What's your X exact at trying to find you? Here, just send yours. I'll follow you. It's crime xbt with no period at crime xbt. That's not good. That means the X algo is not treating me well. I do too, Div. I just don't know that much about it. He says it was cool. I think cards are dope. I think they are too. I just again don't know all that much about it. I have a ton of Pokemon cards somewhere, and I had some like OG ones. I looked it up one time, and like I looked it up like 2 or 3 years ago, or 4 years ago maybe, when I found the freaking folder of Pokemon cards, and one of them, the top one was worth like 120 bucks, but it was also like dog water condition. Check a G Nut. It's Tom Brady's new drink. Good nut. A lot of X interactions. RN. 12 mil views in 10 hours. Sammy says, saw that. Unfortunately, we are shifting from virality attention markets to community. Low-key, Sammy is kind of right. I'm going to keep shilling. Like, whenever people ask me how I choose tokens, I say if they're viral on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. It worked with Jars, and Dat Big was the most recent ones where I saw like viral memes. But low-key Sammy is kind of right. It kind of is kind of a community market now. Joshua is nuking, says RJ. Where are we at? Did I get off of it? My bad. Okay, suit. Here's Sammy's token. Honestly, like good volume. Maybe I'll LP it. Just please don't freaking rug me, Sammy. Joshua. 24. Yeah, it's getting a little bit nuked. Quietly, but if you're paying attention, if you're bidding based on virality, it's very selective now. And I feel like, Sammy, there's not been like too many. I think Crypto Gods shill about, and we'll look at GNUT real quick just to give it an opinion. But the thing about this one is like, I would classify this one more as a news token opposed to like an actual meme. Like the reason this would run is if GNUT starts appearing in like stores, if he's making a bunch of content related to it. But just because like it got one viral tweet, the virality, like you see the news tokens that get tons of volume, like an Elon tweet or something, tons of volume, runs really high, but they get sold off really quickly, as opposed to like a viral TikTok meme that you're seeing every day over weeks, over a span of weeks. Like those tokens, like Triple T is like the best example of that. Memes that occur and you continue to see week over week, month over month, like those tokens are obviously going to survive because they don't die. Whereas like a meme like this, it's not like the worst, but you know what I'm saying? Do you see like the difference? Like it has attention for a little bit, fades off, as opposed to a meme can be made into and done many things. Sorry, I hope that makes sense. What did Japozo send his handle at Mr. Japozo? Okay. Huh. I wonder why you can't find me. Oh, there you are. Got you, bro. Got you, boss. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Dog in suit. All right, Sammy. I'm gonna see if there's a pool on your token. I've been bid asking Go to. Honestly, like I think I might just get out. That's such like, bro. 0.38 soul is $25. Like, what have we done, guys? What have we done? I'm just gonna get out of this though. I don't really need to be in this. I don't feel like. I definitely could have stayed in it longer, but Screw it. We'll have some dry powder for tomorrow. Someone did. Okay, who did this, Sammy? Please tell me you know who made this pool. Whoever they are needs a lot of help. Got into Joshua 330k. I'm up. Jenny, nice Aaron, good shit. I just kind of gave like a disclaimer about Joshua. It seems like it's kind of cracking a little bit now. On those blow off top moves, I wouldn't be surprised to see it retrace a significant amount. My theory is it just got released today. I feel like a lot of TikTok reviews and memes. That's not a bad thesis either, Crypto God. Like I see the appeal. Lock in. What's up, Strike? Sammy, who did this for real? 4 bin step 0.04%. Like they're smoking crack if they open this pool. No offense to whoever did it, but like, am I gonna be forced to make an? I'm not making a pool. I don't really want to do it. Is this meme coin? Yes. Thank you for the follow. I didn't realize there was a grill on Soul, TBH. Appreciate you, broski. I'm heavy on base, not on Soul much. Nice. I mean, you are always welcome in the community. We have a lot of... Will in here is like cross-chain, does freaking everything. He's on vacation right now, but he's probably the most seasoned LPer / yield farmer in the chat. So if you're on base a lot and send stuff, I'm sure he'll connect with you. But yeah, if you do want to join in the Telegram, as with everyone in here, feel free to. I'm gonna send the link. CA. I know, Sammy, I know. I'm just wondering, like, who in their right mind would have done that? Because basically, a whole pool is going to cover, like, 8%. Like, I'm going to actually see. So a full bin array is going to cover 2% of this token. Like, there is no world ever where you should be making this kind of pool on this token. I'm going to show you how much it's going to cost to open a desired range. It'll cost me, oh my gosh, it'll cost me 2.4 non-refundable SOL to make this, and it is a 2,300 different bins. Like, anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping because that probably doesn't mean anything. Meme coin, yes, no money for me. Div is goated. Hey, what's up, Stevie? How you doing, boss? I'm a heavy believer on LPing. That's my go-to play if I buy a coin. Not gonna lie. Good. Then we share a similar thought process. So yeah, on Solana, like maybe 1 to 5% of new pair traders or meme coin traders use Meteora, and I realized the reason why a lot of meme coin traders don't use Meteora is because people who previously know about Meteora / are inclined to use it are yield farmers or DeFi experts where they're chasing yields and stuff. There's a crossover. Meme coin traders don't really care, or didn't have that background. So that's why a lot of meme coin traders don't use Meteora. However, there's been a crossover recently on LPing memes and LPing brand new, very new graduates, new pairs, and stuff like that. So it's like an interesting. I was wondering why no one really knew about it. It's because the demographic of previous users on Meteora are not that of a meme coin trader. Typically. Yeah, facts. Sammy's the GOAT too, in his own way. I'm not gonna explicitly give you that title because he's a little bit mysterious, but can I start with $50? Yes, you can start with $50. Again, if you guys are interested in I'm going to be putting out a YouTube series, how to open your first pool on Meteora. I really urge you guys to join the Telegram so you can keep updated with when I drop it. So feel free to join there. If for some reason you are unable to join, I have a link tree on my TikTok, and you can DM me even. I will get back to you and get you in. But if you guys are interested in learning, I go over explanations all the time on stream, so being here is a good way to learn. I have tons of short form content on my TikTok, a bunch of free videos, but this series I'm putting out specifically is going to direct you step by step on how to open your first one. Ray, what's up? How you doing, boss? What coin do you recommend starting with 0.1 Solana? So I'm never ever going to be able to give you an explicit coin to LP or trade. Okay, I'm trying to give you my strategy, show you examples that work for me, and my thought processes on LPing certain tokens, so that you are able to make your own decision. Just because I'm in a token, I don't want you to just immediately follow me. You can see how I work, and if you want to try it out with me, but I'm saying, like, just following me or following anyone's calls for that matter is never going to make you profitable over time. You have to have your own opinions on tokens, your own stop losses, your own plan for the trade. If he act mysterious, he get hit with my raise, says Ollie. Hit him, hit him. I'm waiting for someone to hit Sandy with the raise. I used to do soul memes, but felt like I kept getting rugged. Wanted to buy coins for the tech. I hear you. I hear you. He's on base. He's on base, Sammy. It's kind of different. Any tips you can give to a beginner? How beginner are you? I guess you can answer that whenever. Have you traded a meme coin before? Have you bought crypto before? Because there are many different directions you can go as a beginner. The number one thing I will tell you in any avenue of trading, whatever asset you're trading, is to have risk management. If you don't have risk management, you are going to blow up your account. I don't care what asset it is, but if you don't have risk management, there's going to come a point in time you can get away with it for a while having bad risk management. There's going to come a point in time where your portfolio will be on the line and you have to make a decision. And it can either lead you to ruin, you can get lucky and escape to live another day. But regardless, eventually, if you don't have risk management, it's going to appear and it's going to destroy your account. You're completely new. So, what tips can I give you? So what we're doing right now is we are trading meme coins on the Solana blockchain. So, TradingView. So, there are a bunch of different cryptos in the world. Okay, so there's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Meme coins exist on Ethereum. Yes, I know some do on Bitcoin, but regardless, Bitcoin is really the gold of crypto, okay? Bitcoin is the market leader. So if Bitcoin nukes 20%, all of the other cryptos are going to nuke. If Bitcoin pumps, all of the other cryptos are going to pump, okay? That's just how it works. So Bitcoin is the leader. After Bitcoin, which was the first cryptocurrency, there have been derivative chains or other chains made where you can do more things. On Ethereum, you can program programs to execute and have it introduce smart contracts, etc. Same thing with Solana. However, Solana is way faster than Ethereum, okay, and cheaper to use. So Ethereum is where a lot of the initial programs, meme coins were made. Solana is what a lot of people use now because it's fast, cheap, etc. Don't hate me, Mr. Japoza, for skipping over base. Anyways, on Solana, thousands of meme coins are made every day. If we go on Axiom or something, if we just go to look at all of the new meme coins spawning, look, they're going to be appearing over here. 3 seconds ago, 20 seconds ago, 35 seconds ago. So meme coins are being made every single minute, every single second practically. But 99% of these are going to go to zero. A lot of these are going to get no volume, they're going to die, everyone's going to forget about them. However, there are meme coins that eventually catch attention and go very high. So what determines that is how strong the holder base is. So if a lot of people are buying the meme coin, for example, if you are new, I assume you know Triple T. Sammy, I'll come back to this ticker, don't worry. Triple T has been, okay, Morgan Wallen, I don't know if I can deal with that right now. Michael Jackson, way better. Triple T, if you have been living under a rock, you probably don't know about this meme, but if you are on social media at all, this token has done so freaking well. Probably the strongest meme coin, one of the strongest ones of the year, okay? Why did this do well? Because it's a viral meme. So sometimes it's just as simple about finding good memes to LP, or to trade. So advice, I just kind of give you an intro to meme coin trading on Solana. So a lot of nuances within that, but if you are curious, I just kind of gave you some keywords to research. Anything you didn't understand, feel free to plug it into ChatGPT. Look at my videos on TikTok. Look at other people's videos. Mine I'm going to promote first because I think they are very high quality. But if you are looking to get started and no one's here to answer your questions, just hop on ChatGPT, start asking questions about meme coin trading, start asking questions about crypto in general. Like, ChatGPT is your friend in this day and age. Bingus Lord goes hard trust. Dude, I respect your patience for dealing with newbies. Your efforts are pushing the space for the better. Mr. Japozo, I appreciate that. You know what? That was the entire goal when I first started this channel, because it's really hard to onboard people to this space because you have to freaking open a Coinbase account or Kraken or Binance, whatever you use. And then you have to explain how using wallets works. So, like, if you scroll down, a lot of the content at the bottom of my page is super, super beginner friendly. And that was the only reason, because people were giving such garbage information on this app, and I was tired of it. And so I made this account, was giving just basic information. I was still like using Meteor every day, and then eventually just evolved to the point where like I just started live streaming, trading like meme coins and teaching how to use Meteor live, because I don't know, I just felt like I went over the basic information a lot. But I think I should go back to more basic information. And Div, my good friend who I've known for over a year now. I met him through the stream actually, but we talk almost daily, and we were just talking about how, maybe having more basic information is not a bad idea. Thank you for the follows, guys. I appreciate that. How are you live again, Crime? Hey, Div, you see that? You see that? We're consistent. What's up right here, aka Ali? How you doing, boss? How much do you regularly profit a month? Um, in this market, it's not. In this market, I don't make like a significant amount of money. Last month, I made 45 Solana. 45 Sol to USD is not that much money now. But I track this portfolio. It's not this. I don't withdraw. I don't deposit anything to this wallet that I live stream. Okay, so this wallet isn't necessarily used for making life-changing money. It's to show you that you can grow a small account and be consistent. So obviously, 45 Sol times 67. I actually made 3K. That's not a normal month. Like some months I'm only up 20 Sol. It really depends. So 3K is what I made last month on this wallet. But if Solana was at just fantasizing, if Solana was at 200, that would have been 9K, which would have been way better. But we're not there right now. Again, the reason I don't track this wallet in terms of USD is because I just like to stack as much Solana as possible, and eventually it'll pay off. I'm telling you. So jumping on a coin early is the method. So Slum, not a bad inference to make over the information I gave you, but I will say I'm usually not looking for coins to buy early. Okay. Instead, I find tokens that I think are going to. I've had a decent run. I'm trying to find a good example here. So let's say on this token, this is a perp platform at Mr. Japozo. This is a perp platform token where you can trade U.S. stocks with leverage, etc. So, for example, we are not early to this trade by any means, right? Being early would be buying it back here. But if for some reason we had confidence in this token, we've done our appropriate research, we think the token is not bad, now we can determine using Meteora. This is the powerful thing that I like to teach, and what separates this content from a lot of other meme coin traders is you determine a level, right? Current price, and then you look down and say, okay, what is the lowest I think this token is going to go? You're not always going to be right, okay? It's still possible to take losses, but you have a little bit of less exposed risk here because now you have all of this space to be right or wrong, okay? So if it moves around in your range, this is ideal for you based on what I teach. We are able to farm fees when it goes up and down within this range, okay? We don't have to just buy the token and need it to go up. Instead, we can kind of choose a range where we think it's going to hang around, and then we can make decisions. So on Meteora, it's going to split a bunch of your money, a bunch of your Solana. Let's say I put in $500 into this range, which is roughly like what, 7, 8 Solana, something like that. So let's say we put in $500 here. Now, as the price goes down, it's going to start converting our Solana to the token, but we get fees in the token when it starts converting our Solana. When it goes up in our range, we sell back out of our tokens back into Solana. We get fees in Solana. So we get fees in the token when it goes down, fees in Solana when it goes up, fees in the token when it goes down, fees in Solana when it goes up. So you can see how, if it just stays in our range, we are going to make significant amounts of fees, and we can make profit just while it's ranging instead of just having to buy it and having it go up. So you can see how this is super advantageous in this space. You've been printing on Park. Can pump go back to all-time high, bro? I don't know. It's not bad tech. Okay, they did the bounty pretty well. I was actually LPing this, and I just got out for like 0.4 SOL, which is like $30 or something. I think so too, West Virginia. My liquidity. XE, can you define what liquidity means? I hope he's not talking about me. Like, wait, sorry, Mr. Japosa, what'd you say? What's a fair size to LP, for LP size in your opinion? I'm a 1K SOL, but what's your opinion? So, for a long time, on these tokens, I was going, oh nice, we're getting some more movement on this pool. So, typically, my size on tokens is like 10 SOL. That was back from when Solana was like 100, so I was usually going like 1,000 per position. Rarely do I go above 10 Solana, so that's like what, $670 right now. Is this your side hustle? Technically, it's my full-time job or occupation. But I also make a lot of Meteora. I do a lot of education and clipping and stuff because we are also trying to grow Meteora, onboard more people to Meteora. So I make a lot of content for them. The reason I'm not a sellout, okay, I'm not getting explicitly paid just because I'm good at this. I have used Meteora for 2 freaking years, and I've grown this portfolio exponentially with their platform. That is why I'm so bullish on them. That's why I'm very proud to represent them. So, no, I'm not a sellout. I'm not just getting sponsored to do this. This is all real trading and real alpha for you guys. For free. Follow me up for real utilities, crypto project guy. What kind of, Yeah, I bet you are, Sammy. I'm so shocked. Pull my leg, Sammy. Pull my damn leg. Think a long-term play on Sol could be good. I agree with you. I'm just trying to acquire more Solana here, and I'm trying to not sell any. I've had to sell some to pay bills, which actually pains my soul, because all I want to do is collect more, but yes, I agree. I think it's very undervalued. What do you think of the World Cup coin? Sammy, who is in our chat, said that the Pump Fund team is behind World Cup token. He said that after I made the prediction that it was them running it. I said something like the Pump Fund team is doing something with this because it doesn't look entirely organic. He said that they were. That could be, we could be right or wrong. I don't really know because I honestly would have expected this to dump into World Cup starting today, but it hasn't. It's held up. So I don't really know. I'll be watching it. I'm probably not gonna have too much exposure. You're doing this full time during a bear. Ballsy, not gonna lie, I can't afford. It's not the easiest, Mr. Japose, I'll tell you that. Mythical Potato, what's up, Mythical? Guys, there's an actual legend in the chat. Thank you for tuning in, boss. I probably won't be on too much longer, but yeah, nothing too new, Mythical. I don't really know what kind of updates we have for you in the meantime. I was LPing some small caps. I was LPing this one. I've been in OG Doge for quite a while. I'm also LPing this one. Panini, I took profits on this spike earlier, but I'm still in this one. I really hope this one does well because the pool on this actually like printed really well. Hello Argus. What's a Pump Fund team? So Pump Fund is the largest launchpad as of now. So Pump Fund is this platform. 80% of runners, 90% of runners are launched through Pump Fund. So it's just the biggest platform, and they have a team that has an insane bankroll, and sometimes they coordinate token launches and decide to run things up because they have infinite bankroll and they can do whatever they want basically. So basically Sammy was saying, and I kind of had the theory that the Pump Fund team was behind this one. Sammy said they were. Again, no one knows for sure. But basically, it's just a team with high bankroll. So you might be saying, okay, so I should buy this. Not necessarily. Like, I don't know what's going to happen with this. Like, again, I would have predicted this would have sold off into the World Cup, the start of the World Cup, and maybe it just runs to like 30 or 40 mil. Like, possible, I guess. I don't know. It's not really worth it for me to touch. Like, the risk reward on this play isn't super ideal. Rampy, Gmet, what's up, Glue? Wait, did Mythical? Someone shilled this somewhere. Glue, Rampy, thank you for being here. Gmet to y'all. Hello, hello. I don't know what you're talking about, Argus. Dang, the new fellas just joined in. How many trades today so far? Oh, what's up, Nevin? I think I remember your name, unless you're a different Nevin. Could copy trading get you far? I am never one to advocate for copy trading. Um, a lot of people are into that stuff, but like, I find it hard to believe a robot is never gonna have kind of my insight on memes and virality. So yes, copy trading bots can work. I'm talking more about copy LP bots, which are a little bit different than copy trading bots. But um, an AI, in my opinion, is never going to have the vision that I have. So I am not going to be copy LPing. I've tried it before. Maybe I just suck at it, but no, I don't. That's not really what I am going to advocate for. Why you sit in armor? It's just for shock value, Ramka. Just for shock value. Bro, any video or tutorial for Meteora? Perfect, perfect. So I am going to be trying to create the most concise and the most simplified tutorial for you opening your first pool on Meteora, because I believe that after I explain stuff, you don't have to understand it fully. After I explain stuff, if I just give you step by step how to open your first pool, go in there with like whatever you can afford. Like, it can be $1, it can be 30 cents, it can be $10, $100, whatever. But if you open your first LP and then you watch how the price moves and how fees are collected and how the platform actually functions, you are going to gain so much experience. So with that being said, I am trying to create a short YouTube series that I'll be dropping this week on how to get started and open your first pool. So I am going to actually, I was talking, and I think the best way is going to have you guys. I'm gonna have you guys join this Telegram. There's tons of good LPers in here. I'm very, very proud of all the people we have in here. There's literally like no bad information sent. If someone sends like a scam token or something, also just because there's a ticker sent doesn't mean I condone them. Even if Pips, who I love and has good calls, even if he sends something, don't just blindly ape it. Everyone in here is sending ideas. Nothing in here can be taken for real, but like I said, we have so many good traders, LPers in here, so I'm going to go ahead and send that Telegram for you guys. Comisario, I got you, Comisario. Itching to make a pool, but feels like nothing looks worthy to LP right now. Let me know if you get that, Comisario. Does it broadcast? Wait, it doesn't. It doesn't broadcast on X. Let me see if I can. Let me try something. I'm gonna go to the live here, and I'm gonna go in. Fuck. I'm gonna go in the chat here, and I'm gonna send the link in here. That should work. That should work. If that doesn't work, just DM me. Or also, if you guys drop me a follow, Glue, I'll follow you. Sorry, I don't already follow you. If any of you guys follow me on Twitter during this live streams, I try to follow back everyone, so just let me know. If you are here and drop a follow, I got you a follow back. Not that that is like means that much, but I got you. What's the Telegram? Is it not sending M92? It says it's pinned. If it doesn't work, like I said, it's in my link tree in my bio. So if you click that, you should be able to find it from there. If that doesn't work for some reason, just DM me on TikTok. I'm gonna look through all of them at the end of stream. And got you. Crime, explain how you can LP for the downside with a range more on the downside for the noobs. You got it? Okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. So I think Mr. Japozo is telling me explain how you can LP for the downside with a range more on the downside for the noobs. So the reason why when I tell you guys my strategy, basically the first step is to determine current price, right? Very easy. This current price is at 6.47 million. Now, your next goal, and this is because I open a one-sided liquidity pool. I don't buy any of the tokens and set it to the upside. This would be sell-side liquidity. Above current price is always going to be sell-side liquidity. Below current price is always buy-side liquidity. My strategy is to only provide buy-side liquidity. The reason I do this is because if I were to set upside liquidity, right, that would require me to buy the token. Buying the token introduces another factor of risk. However, it can be ideal because, like I said, if I'm just setting up a buy-side pool here and my liquidity is spread out down to here, if price goes up from here, nothing is going to happen. The money I put in here is not going to get touched. You're not going to make, you're not going to lose anything if I set it up and the price goes up. So this is where having some sell side liquidity would allow you to earn fees if the price goes up. However, this introduces more risk, like I said, because you have to buy some of the token at this price, and if the price just goes down, then the liquidity you set up here is going to do nothing. It's obviously going to exist here as sell limit orders, but it's not going to do anything if price just goes down. So if the price goes up from here and my liquidity pool doesn't get touched, I don't lose anything. I don't care. I move to the next play or I create another pool. Let's say it goes up to here. Sweet. Price is right here now. I can just set up another pool right here. Is really my thought. So I'm never required to purchase the tokens at current levels unless it's a very unique situation. So buy side liquidity. Doing this allows me to only put in Solana, right? And now if the price goes down here, this is our ideal situation. We want the price to come somewhat into our range, move around, move around. So if this doesn't happen and it just goes up, that's fine. Like no skin off my back, you know what I'm saying? So that is why I teach how to open buy side pools and only provide a buy side liquidity. Does that make sense to everyone? Hey, let's go, Mr. Japozo. I'm glad you are resonating, boss. Is this like futures trade? Not really. Not really. Guys, we have a lot of viewers in the TikTok chat. Please drop a follow. I'm giving you guys a ton of free information about how to use Medora and how you can trade meme coins in a very, very good risk-reward fashion. So if you guys would just drop a follow and look through my videos, like I promise it's worth it. Also join the Telegram. I'm trying to funnel people in there so that we can have all of you guys look at the YouTube video series I'm dropping this week about how to open your first liquidity pool. Thank you, Commissario. When the volume kicks in like 10 to 15K within a 5-minute time frame and hits its first all-time high, what strat will you choose? Two sides or bid-ask wide range? Good question. So I'm going to assume that's a very generalized question, but actually if it's having super high volume in a 5-minute range, I will instead, let's say, I'm trying to imagine it's like a newer pair. Okay, let's zoom back down to here and pretend this is like a 1-minute chart or something. So if we are trying to LP this and it's pumping up, instead of going two-sided at this point, I might just go tighter. Instead of going 78% down, which is frequently what I do, instead of going 82% down, which is what I frequently do, I might actually end up going like 60% down, okay? And instead of going bid-ask, maybe I'll go bid-ask, depending on what I'm expecting. But if this thing is pumping up and just getting super, super tight volume and tight moves here, I might actually just go all spot here. A little bit less risky than just doing curve or something like that. No, Div. Wait, it's 1:43, bro. I need to go to bed. Crime Telegram link. I think I missed it. I'll jump on. Okay, let me try to send it again. But if for some reason you miss it, just look through what's it called? My link tree. My link tree should have the Telegram if you can't find it, or just DM me, like I said. Div, I've been live for nearly an hour and a half now. I'm justifying it. Hex says he's watched all my videos. Have you really, Hex? I really appreciate that. I'm following you back because of that. I appreciate that. Check out Suit. All fees go to the art creator. Sammy, are you still here? Someone's shilling fucking Suit, bro. Oh, Div. It doesn't, bro. Div, I have to be up early tomorrow. I'm trying to be a healthy individual and stream earlier. TJ, thank you for the gift, boss. Wait, I had a bunch of gifts that I missed. Enoch, Nicole, thank you for the gift as well if you're still here. Guys, please drop a follow. Please drop a follow. Alright, I'll shut up. I sound cringe AF. I sound like one of those engagement farmers. No problem, Rampy. No problem. Yeah. Really, you have. Hex, what? Hex says he has watched all of my videos. Why you gotta get up early? Just because I'm trying to be more active during the day, as opposed to streaming until like 3 or 4. Hex has said he's watched all the videos. Hex, do you have any questions for me? Good day, Vicoloni. How long have you been trading meme coins? Since January 2024. Join the TG. Love the content, dog. Thank you. Thanks, Mr. Japozo. I love hearing that. That makes me very happy. I'm new here, Victor. Wait, Victor, are you in the TG? I've seen a Victor in the TG. I don't know if it's you. Thank you, Japozo. That I really appreciate it. For real. I'm new to the crypto space. Then you are in the right spot, my guy. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the follow. So you show only high market cap tokens. No. This was just an example. I've been LPing, what's it called? This one, that's 71k market cap. I've been LPing, Doge is actually getting higher market cap, and Panini, I've been LPing this one, that's 62k. So I am actually kind of in, sometimes I'm on some more sketchier pairs. How long has it taken you to go from 1 sol to 227? So it's coming up on 2 years, unfortunately. I started on August 1st of 2024. I reached 100 sol on July 2025, and now so far this year, or since that point, we are at 227. I should honestly be at like 400 or 500 if you guys have been following me along. You know how many trades I've kind of thrown away, and how many trades I should have held and made like 70, 80 Solana on, but it never worked out like that. So we are obviously still at all-time highs on the portfolio, but it could be like literally way higher. M92 says Sol is underpriced, stack up on it. Agreed with you. I'm not in your TG group, says Vicoloni. No worries, none so far. I understood them well, but if I run into any issue, I will let you know. Thank you, Hex. I appreciate that. I'm going to be dropping a new series, like I said, this week. Hopefully tomorrow it should come out. So what about B-Ball? Can you explain? We just had 2k buys on Suit. I'd like to be your mentee. DM me. I'm not going to guarantee that it's going to work out, but we've tried some coaching programs before. Damn, Sammy's cooking. Sammy's so happy right now. What's wrong with Suit? It's going against HTTPS. Low key it is the HTTPS logo. I didn't even notice that. I wonder if it's getting vamped. Good call, whoever said that. Too easy. Good call. Do you have a group I can join to learn? Yes, I do. It is going to be this one. Dang, we're getting a lot of people joining the telly. That's so hype. What's your view on Sol's Fanes bot? I had a bunch of members wanted me to add it, so I did it. I think it's fine. I don't see any problem with it. Does a good job getting the metrics that that are ideal, so I think it's fine. HTTPS has unfortunately ran back down. I know the dev of this token, and he's worked really hard on this. So HTTPS feels washed out. LOL. Can you explain b-ball condition? So the reason why, and I'm not like extremely bullish on this, like don't go freaking ape this token because I'm LPing it. But the theory was, bro, I cannot listen to this song. Come on, don't give me the TikTok songs, please. Give me something good. Okay, we're going with we'll go some Lexa Marnie. Anyways, basically the whole thesis was the market is a beach ball underwater. That's literally it. And I kind of saw it as like a token that would rip if Solana or the crypto market bounced. It kind of did. But yeah, that's why. And like, I like the price. Actually, I like the volume on it. This could very well fade to zero. But the theory was, yeah, the market is a beach ball underwater. If you think about a beach ball being underwater and you let go of it, phew, flies up. It's kind of. I know that's like stupid that I explained that, but. Too easy is shilling your token, Sammy. So I heard XBT is trying to claim CTO and they're not getting approved. Bro, wait. Mr. Pumpa, bro, I bought that B-ball at 4K and didn't hold. No way you did. Damn, good entry though. Yeah, Mr. Pumpa. Damn, everyone knows Mr. Pumpa somehow. Any coins you want to recommend before end of night soon? No, Mr. Japozo, not really to be honest. Do you lurk? What do you mean finance? Oh, crime, when are you gonna learn about Sammy Motion? Bro, I've been knowing about you. What you talking about? Suit looks bullish. Oh my gosh. Are your freaking minions in here shilling Suit to me? Honestly, can you be transparent with Suit? I don't know. Bro, yeah, I know. I hear you, Commissarium. Bro, he's on some freaking bundle the piss out of it. That's what he's on, Div. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Again, I don't know about this. Sammy is in the chat shilling this. I am not associated with this. If this nuke still could be mad at me. Thank you, Vicloni, for the gift. You didn't have to do that. TJ, thank you too. I don't know if I said that already. I got you, Vicaloni. Again, feel free to join the Telegram. Like we're active in there every single day. I don't have any opinion. I don't have any opinion. If it makes you feel better, there's no LP on this, so like I'm not touching it for now. So you're not catching some bids by some good wallets. I did see that. I closed out of it. Where's the link to the TG group? Okay, I'll send it I'll send it again. If you can't find it, it's gonna be in my TikTok bio on the link tree, or just DM me on TikTok and I got you. Regardless, Vicloni, I got you. I'll see your DM. All right, it's almost 2 a.m. I have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I love you all, and I appreciate the session we had tonight. It was super fun having all of you in here. Nixon5 says, bruh. Unrelated, but cheers. Why don't you make your own coin? I have a stream token. That's the only token I'll ever make. Bro, if a base coin is doing solid volume, can I share for LP? Yes, for sure, Mr. Japozo. It's not in your bio. It's not in my... It should be Linktree. Linktree in the bio, and then you should find the Telegram. Alright, good night, RJ. Good night, Commissario. Div, love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow in the afternoon. Vicaloni, I got you. Oh, bye right here. I didn't realize you're still here. It is. I just joined. I just noticed you got XBT. You know it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I do. Even though I don't hold very much Bitcoin. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ali. Later, Japozo. Thank you for tuning in, bro. Nice meeting you for show. Vicoloni. I'll see you, Sammy. I'll see you guys. Appreciate all of you for real. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, peace.